They were doing we did and we officially did a ring schedule that shape for Alacan, Michoacan. So sorted.
Hello there. Should we kick off?
There you go.
Spend less time thinking about your habits and more time enjoying where they take you.
A tornado warning has been issued for your area. Here's the broad picture of that.
You already locked the door?
Cluster storms closer to the upper low. And so from that area, South Central Oklahoma down across north central parts of Texas, tornado watch until 1 a.m. Tornadoes possibility in there. Hail could be the baseball size and gusts to 75 miles per hour. Most of the storms are in that one. There's a few back there in the yellow center thunderstorm watch that goes into midnight. I'm talking about this upper low. You can see that broad spin there, centered just over the western parts of Oklahoma. The south tail of that has been where these tornado warning has been issued for your area. That may become a severe tornado again. It's for even bigger severe weather isolate. So, the highest oranges and reds and browns. You can see this evening we went from a sunny day to a
just issued for you like same place you've got tornado warning associated with the storm as it moves in the channel. So basically, let's take it all the way to the east, and if you just look at this, and maybe on the south side of Fort Worth comes in. So if you are north of Fort Worth, you are in the clear. South of Fort Worth, you are not in the clear. Please get ready to seek shelter immediately. And joining us on the phone right now, we have plenty of chasers out there on these supercells right now. Is Daniel Shaw. He's near Slidell, Texas, north of this area. And we were looking at your location, Daniel, and you're very close to where this possible tornado is.
Yes, as you are talking a few minutes ago, in the book, there's a very low circulation. When you look at those tornadoes in their active time, there's definitely a dynamic system, definitely a dangerous storm to be aware of. If anyone is in the area, obviously expect the tornado could be possible within that storm. It is extremely hard to see. There were a couple of tornadoes, all moved to safety.
A severe thunderstorm warning has been issued for your area.
I was about to mention that. And that was off the back end of the RFC. The main core of the RFC, at the southern end of the storm, is looking around a hail, very large hail, ahead of the storm. Something to maybe just be advised as well, along with very strong winds of force.
And Daniel, and forgive me if you mentioned this a few minutes ago. Have you seen a phone call with this or phone with this yourself?
You know, it's guys and monitoring itself since its initial growth. A lot of wide rotation on the cell, but nothing very specific about the class of the funnel. But we definitely horizontally, not a traditional funnel, but I want to take it. I've been thinking of kind of a very big, so I'll get on that
Thank you so much, Daniel, for joining us, and stay safe on your stays. We want to switch over to a look at Hamilton, Texas. Our first, a new warning now just coming in. Our alert system really lighting up this evening as we continue to watch tornado warning. The issued for parts of Texas should be down for Hood and Johnson County in Texas. You have that tornado warning in effect until 9 o'clock Central Time. So if you live in Hood or Johnson County, including the cities of Granbury, Oak Trail Shores, Cordova, these areas you want to be seeking your safe place, your shelter right away, because we have seen some very dangerous storms out there. We'll be back with more, and Dr. Greg Porter to the house as well. This performance moment was brought to you by Bridgestone. Bridgestone, your journey, our passion.
We're here demonstrating the savings you can result with Bridgestone's fuel-efficient and healthy tires. These advice.
The best stories aren't about where you win. They're about how you got there. Because
The more fuel savings are transferred to the in the form of cold hard cash.
You know that you can't keep the money, right?
That's fun. Our passion for performance is about.
I don't make any decisions about food and fire without going to Angie's List first.
Reviews on home repair to healthcare, written by people just like you. Angie's List, I know the call, I know the results will be fantastic. Angie's List, reviews you can trust.
I was serving in Djibouti Africa 2004. No, in 1972. Forgetting Georgia in 1999.
USA Auto Insurance is also handed down from generation to generation because it offers a superior level of protection and because USA's commitment to serve military members, veterans, and their families is with equal. Begin your legacy. Get an auto insurance loan. USAA. We know what it means to serve.
Progressive claims for the club.
I need you. I feel so alone.
But you're not alone.
I need you to come.
I had to stay away.
No, I can't do this without you.
You'll never have to.
You're always there for me.
I'll get you a window car.
This is call service. I never meant to sleep in my contacts.
Relax. Air oxygen. After 30 days and nights of continuous wear. So it's okay to sleep in them.
Visit aerotics.com for a free 1-month trial. Some other channels. Talking about capitalism. They're all going down. Tuesdays at 9. Only on the Weather Channel. And now your local on the 8s. A tornado watch is in effect for our area.
I think when it comes to the work I do through advocacy, oftentimes there's imposter syndrome. I often think, oh, I really shouldn't be here.
What's going on, ladies and gentlemen? It's Daniel, and welcome back to your video. Today, I'll be doing my updated 2026 NASCAR Cup Series silly season predictions.
Can you do like, yeah,
We'll go through all the full-time entries.
Welcome back. We continue to follow storms around the Dallas-Fort Worth area. Take a look at this storm near Hamilton, Texas. You see the structure of this storm. And we have seen some low cloud bases from the low cloud clear over the Hamilton area. At this point, slight lowering, but not quite as defined as we saw yesterday. But definitely take a look at that storm structure. Picture perfect this afternoon. Before they can begin, put down tornadoes and right from the side. Hail being reported, rainbow Texas. Check out some of the storm reports coming in right now. Some of the reports of tornadoes. Basically, west and northwest of the Dallas-Fort Worth area. And numerous reports of large hail, such as baseball-size hail. So the hail is a big threat tonight, along with tornadoes. So, you want to take a live look now at Dallas, where things are beginning to change, much more ominous. That's for
A tornado warning has been issued for your area.
and tornado warning getting closer to the Dallas area. Tarrant County under a tornado warning at this point. So you can see what the southwest side.
oh, here we go.
That's the same with us through all this. That thunderstorm just to the southwest of Dallas, good and Park and Florida County.
Now, this is the next storm that is down the line there. Oh no, actually, the storm has just reorganized itself. Wow, what a change that is. A very big, elongated hook now showing up. But let's take a look at the velocity on this one. There is a well-defined now tornado vortex signature that is showing up there. So the storms are responding very quickly with time. And this storm, this possible tornado is going to come down in an area very close, probably just within a couple miles north of the community of Crescent. A severe thunderstorm warning has been issued for your area. The tornado is on the south side of this one. The tornado, the hook is right there. The tornado being reported in the Pond Plantation area. That will hit southeast just to the southwest of the Cleveland area. Very well-defined tornado situation now showing up there. And the indicated debris signature also on that one. So
The mattress.
You came to the right place. We've got ourselves a twin for $9.99. We've got ourselves a fold for $10.99.
circulation. And there is some rotation showing up right about in that area. So now we can be very area. So dangerous storms are in existence out there tonight. Now back to the animation. There's that storm across Johnson County now with plenty of warning. And Godly counties east of about 10 to 15 miles per hour. That's the one that has that very well defined back when it was near Pecan Plantation and other places there. The Periban State Park has been mentioned as having some damage. There's a storm that is coming out closer to the Dallas area between Arlington and Dallas, southwest suburbs of Dallas. And as we've seen, it has some location pretty well defined on that broad scale location. Then the storm gets down in Prio and Hamilton counties, just to the north and east of Periban here. There's been at least 3.5 inches diameter hail. And this storm, too, at times is actually pretty strong rotation in some of these little launches on the west flank. There's really a little bit at this point more rotation. Storms of strength and weakening. Many other thunderstorms converging across the places going around Denver, as well as another. So very stormy night ahead for Dallas Metroplex, and a tornado is still affecting until 1 a.m. RTO chance of tornado and 75-mile-per-hour wind gusts. All this courtesy of a big spinning upper low that come out of Mexico and not really one of these Arctic cold pockets that's going down, but just enough rotation, and in particular with that counterclockwise flow around it. Where it is on its south side, intersecting with southeast winds coming across north central Texas, give enough rotation for these storms to rotate and follow those supercell thunderstorms. And they, of course, have high tornadoes and storms just exploded in flanks just to the south of the circulation centers. As we head into tomorrow, probably the storms will move out in Dallas Fort Worth Metroplex. There could be some spotty hail and wind up in southwest parts of South Dakota, western Nebraska, western parts of Kansas. And into Friday, up into the northern plains, under the jet stream up there, parts of Montana, Wyoming, South, and the North Dakotas. Probably fairly low tornado threats, but the tornado threat ramps up then during the weekend as the cold pocket loft comes out of Washington and Oregon, and the jet stream just blasts southeastward and then sharply northward. That's the kind of dip in the jet stream that we often see in the spring that gives rise to outbreaks, and the warm moist air rises up ahead of that. Big thunderstorms, lots of hail, lots of damaging winds and tornadoes, probably starting by Saturday evening, western central parts of Kansas, tornado threats through there, western parts of Oklahoma, northwest parts of Texas, probably southwest parts of Kansas, and then in the Saturday, central parts of Oklahoma may have the highest tornado threat, but severe all the way from Minnesota and South Dakota down into once again central parts of Texas. So, busy time ahead. The atmosphere's been quiet, but not anymore. Yep, Alex.
Thank you so much, Dr. Ford, for breaking right now. Take a look at this picture. Drop what you're doing because this hailstone is incredible. 4 inches. And what this has a covered group for tonight. So beautiful colors on the side. That's what we're dealing with here tonight. Again, large hail has been a big story. One season baseball, 2 golf ball size hail. And we want to go right now to I guess a judge from Texas, we've been hearing reports of multiple entrapments, serious injuries, as well as heavy burden houses. Can you tell us what you've seen, though, what you've seen out there?
Right now,
So we're sending out school buses. Is that the case for trying to get to the people who were injured?
yeah, we are trying to get to those people because they're gonna need a lot of help tonight. And, they don't, their houses are gone. I mean, so we're gonna have to do something for those folks tonight. So we are trying to marshal all of those in one place and then get them somewhere where they can, have a safe place to spend the night.
All right, Daryl Comfort, the judge here in Hood County, Texas. Thank you so much. We're going to get back with you if you could sit tight for a few minutes after the break. We want your more information on what's going on. That's right. After your local on the 8th, we'll have more from Dr. Forbes as we continue to watch these storms go through the Dallas-Fort Worth area, also areas really to the south and west of Dallas-Fort Worth. That's where things have been really fiery now. Here's a look at the tornado warning from Johnson County, including the cities of Monmouth and Mountain.
¿Sabes por qué a Cherry le llaman el...
I'm gonna take a real quick call. So we're just taking the break off. We're gonna move on back to the TV. So we'll just continue. Or we're gonna be back on TV.
So we're gonna time. Let's see who can screw the.
No.
Eduardo, si habla tu pecho,
It's the Rooms to Go Kids Labor Day sale. Right now, shop space-saving bunks and lofts and get a free desk chair. That's right. Choose from this great selection starting at just $6.55 and get back to school ready with a free chair. Now at Rooms to Go Kids.
There's a pretty good view up there.
Look at that tornado. Yeah, about 5 tornadoes looking west.
That's no doubt a tornado. Hear the sirens in the distance.
Oh. There we go.
Homeowners in Montague County, northwest of Fort Worth, are still cleaning up from Saturday's destructive storm. No bad weather is even possible this week, Fox 4's David Santandre reports.
Let's move that door open and suck that door in. Michael Allred's been making repairs for quite some time to his home in Bowie, Texas.
Got a long way to go.
Now, the list of repairs is quite literally through the roof.
Just the roof off, living room.
Both shingles missing.
Dozens of bits on the damage that's been done for the ones living and working in the area.
Well, we have to do a lot more work before we find out what our monetary devastation is here. We also build it out. We have
Kit Hudson and her daughter, Lucy, say the downtown buildings their family owns are significantly damaged. Now they're having to clean them out with rainstorms expected to come in this week.
But today, our goal is to get it completely empty.
The nonprofit Samaritan's Purse is one of several organizations helping clean up. It's not an easy task. There's no telling how long it'll take to find a sense of normalcy.
Well, once the windows and doors went, we were getting wet.
Ulrich's family doesn't know where to begin. Still, he cannot believe that through all of this damage, no one is seriously hurt.
And we were standing here last night when the feeling so. I've never been in the actual tornado, been in lots of windstorms.
David Centendry, Fox 4 News.
An unpredictable spring, Saturday provided the latest glimpse of resilience. All around Bowie, neighbors helped clean up, while an EF1 tornado left behind late Friday. The view from H6 Operate shows how widespread the damage is in Montague County, but it's only when you're up close do you see how close the town of 5,000 came to losing so much more. The chairs were set up, the stands were even taped off for a socially distanced graduation at Bowie High School on the Jackrabbit football field. But Superintendent Blake Inlow watched the radar and made the call to postpone even as a few families were arriving.
Folks making trips to cars individually going, okay, let's go home, we'll plan
Let's get back. Let's go back to watch Tony. Hey, TikTok.
A cop thought he could sneak in a quick car wash.
Here we go. Here we go.
Really makes them say alive. At an afternoon briefing, the mayor says Bowie is lucky. 200 homes and 50 businesses were damaged, but there are no reported injuries.
Just flabbergasted that it could hit so fast and hit so hard. And so much destruction.
The first Free Will Baptist Church took a direct hit too, blowing down trees and power lines, even the church van.
It's total. It's on the inside. It's just a mess.
So did the ministry's food pantry, where Janet Smith feeds 30 to 50 people a day.
It's overwhelming because I still want to feed my people.
Here we go. Let's go back to tornadoes.
Likely be out for some through the Memorial Day holiday, a reminder of what 95-mile-an-hour winds can do.
First thing that went through my mind was, oh my goodness, if we had maybe 15, 30 more minutes in store, or not making it, we would have hundreds of people
In Los Estes,
Dying since 2022.
one
Well,
test
from
of resilience for seniors.
still
and the
nothing.
town.
Go check on YouTube.
There we go.
Everyone is welcome on Depop. Whatever your style, it's someone who wants to buy it. List your clothes and this is south of.
So, do you think Senderos?
This is what's coming in. Look, it's probably winds gusting up to maybe 60, 70 miles per hour or higher.
Senderos put like a picture of Herper and the rest of the band on?
Some straight line wind damage as Jason continues to remain safe as he's driving around there on the roadways. A lot of precipitation with this. So these storms, and Jeff, as we talked about, that are coming together, turning into a high precipitation event. So some flash flooding is going to be possible with this. Looks like Jason's pulling off the road now. 90 mile per hour winds, Scott. 90 mile per hour winds. Okay, so these are dangerous winds. Remember, 90 mile per hour winds.
Today, Bowie, Texas is different than it was yesterday.
We were told it was tornadoes.
A lot of things aren't where they were before. What did you hear?
The house shaking.
And what did you do then?
Grabbed my grandson and took him and your granddaughter and we went to the bedroom and got them covered up out of the way.
What are the signs that make people take action?
The sound. It sounded like a freight train and it was like screaming as loud as it could.
What did you do?
I took my dogs and we went to the center of the house and that's where we stayed.
Couldn't hear anything because of the sirens.
Yeah, tell me about that.
Tornadoes sound a particular way. You can't hear them over the siren. All I could hear was the siren, not the weather. Never wait to be told. If you feel threatened, take action.
Oh. If you've ever seen that movie Twister, it was a lot like that. The whistling, it was something else.
America's Best Value Inn, now missing part of its identity, became a refuge.
The windows were vibrating. Flashes of light.
It's a video of 2020. Zoom.
We had people pulling off the freeway and then get shelter.
It was like dropping on the roof, and the door was slamming. Everybody inside. That's it, so scary.
The motel staff and as many as 60 to 70 travelers piled into the back.
It's a blitz. It's an all-out pizza blitz from Papa John. For a limited time, get in on the $6.99 pizza.
Tonight, people who live in Bowie are counting their blessings after surviving last night's powerful storm. So far, at least one confirmed tornado, and the cleanup process is stretching for miles. Nicole Jacobs spoke with a man who, for the first time in 10 years, had to hunker down in his backyard storm shelter. In the late night hours, as storms rolled through Bowie,
Stop hitting the building. Bang, 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 bang.
76-year-old Bill Miller and his wife took cover.
That's the storm shelter.
In this anchored 8x10 building.
Clay County. Monte. Wolscombe.
It's going to be a tornado warning for northeastern Jack County until 6:30 p.m. A severe storm with a history of producing tornadoes moving northeast at about, we're going to say 40 miles an hour. And that's going to take this up towards the community of Cundiff, Highway 59, FM 1810. Need y'all to be in a safe place if you're northeast of Jacksboro. Jacksboro, if you're in the city of Jacksboro, this is moving away from you, moving off to the northeast. But if you are in Cundiff, we need you to be in a safe.
Oh my God.
Hey everybody, before the video starts, we wanted to share something with you. Matt and I went on a ride along with a storm chaser, and we went to West Texas to a town called Bowie that they were expected to have severe storms. We ended up getting caught in a tornado that was over 400 yards wide. That's 4 football field. Our thoughts and prayers are with all that are affected. In this video, we were laughing and excited. We just did not know how bad this storm actually was until we got out and saw the destruction. So please don't think bad about us. We will post a video tomorrow of the entire day we were chasing the tornado with the storm chaser. Thank you for watching, and we hope you enjoy the video. Oh, it's a short. Let's go.
Hey, watch it.
How bad this storm actually was until we got out and saw the destruction. So please don't think bad about us. We will post a video tomorrow of the entire day we were chasing a tornado with the storm chaser. Thank you for watching, and we hope you enjoy the video. Oh, it's a short. Let's go. Hold on. Straight up tornado warning. Let's go. Ooh, that right there actually looks scary. That looks actually drops out a little bit. Getting behind it, we might be able to see more inside because this building stuff you really can't see. But it could be something that's right here. There's 2 sections of rotation. They warned this one because this is actually the whole entire thing is moving. If you look at it, how it turns around, all this is actually rotating. So everything right here is rotating. Everything that you're watching.
Let's watch the full.
Northwest of us.
You're losing up to 1% of your skin's collagen each year starting in your 20s. Neutrogena collagen is 15% pure
bridge on. Another power line. Tipping over right now. I'm not to get sprung at. Oh, we got it. Oh, flashes lights are going out.
Another city that got some damage from the storm yesterday, Bowie, Texas, which is northwest of Dallas. And here's a look at some of that video. They think it might have been a tornado. They're not sure yet. The Bowie fire chief said multiple structures, including some homes, were flattened. And we're getting a first look at some home security footage, too. This is from somebody's garage in Bowie. You see the moment that whatever it was, if it was a tornado or either way, it was the wind blowing out the doors and the windows. There were reports folks were trapped in some structures yesterday, but no injuries or deaths reported, thankfully.
There are also gaining reports tonight of extensive damage in Bowie. This is what storm chaser Jason Myers caught on camera right before the storm hit. And Bowie is in Montague County, which is about
If you do a time lapse, you'll see everything kind of slowly rotate. If you look straight up, we're actually in the clear slot of it, actually.
Man, this is getting crazy. We just don't know where this thing is at. This storm has waited until nighttime to actually hit. It's literally like a war zone. Everybody's acting crazy. Everybody's running. Everybody's underneath shelter. So it went from us chasing the storm to now we're trying to get away from it, and now it's following us. Yeah, this is insane. We gotta take shelter again. Oh my gosh, dude, Chad, the wind was literally coming this way, and now it's going that way. That is insane. There is stuff flying around everywhere. Chad, are we gonna die? Are we gonna die, Chad? Be honest with us, man. Honestly, it's just, I'm kind of frightened. Oh, dang it! Hey, Chad? Help me out, bro. Bro, I want you for bro. We might be. I'm never done. Should we go in there? We might have to. I will park right here in front. I'm not kidding. That's from wind. Oh my gosh! The truck is moving! I think it's there.
Yep, we're inside a tornado.
Are you freaking serious?
Yep. That was just a tornado.
Oh my god!
That was just a tornado.
Holy crap! Man, bro, this is insane.
Y'all know it's out, man, for real. You can tell me my phone. I'm dead serious. Like, you can watch these videos.
Oh! Woo! Dang! Woo! Woo! Oh my gosh. Wow.
Holy shit.
Hey, y'all stay away from the glass and keep the gloves out.
Oh my gosh. The door blew open. Well, the roof leaking. So we're gonna get flooded out here.
Dude, Mom, come on. I heard something in the towel. I just had to pick it up outside.
I love a good beer. Specifically,
Oh my god.
sell it from a mile off. Except now they're.
Here we go.
Today is the day. We're going storm chasing. We're about to meet my buddy Chad, who's a storm chaser. We're gonna go to the Dallas-Fort Worth area and catch a tornado in camera. Let's go. Woo! What is up? We got my buddy Chad here. What's up, mate? This is Chad. He's a storm chaser. Check the time. four state storm chasers. Chad, what does four states mean, bro?
Four states is the area that we basically cover from Oklahoma, Arkansas, Texas, and Louisiana. That's the four states that pretty much try to cover for the most part.
So we're about to go to Dallas-Fort Worth area and see if we can catch a tornado on video for you guys. Let's go. Hey, check this out. We are chasing with Chad. Oh man, look at this. We don't know for sure, but we're thinking that right there is about to turn into a tornado. Right now, we are ahead of the storm by like a few miles. We're trying to get ahead of it. Whenever it hits us, it's going to hit us hard. Hopefully, we hope so. We hopping in the back. You hear that?
It's in Texas.
Look at how beautiful that is. Tornado, guys, you can see right there. That's where it's supposed to be forming.
That's hurricane strength. With this, it looks like it's gusting out. Jason. Yeah. So Jeff, walk us through what gusting out means for everyone at home.
Okay, so and this is a clear example of the great advantage of having someone on the ground, Scott. So we see rotation. We have seen rotation, but look what's happened. Do you see how it's kind of started to become less and less tight? But parking lot, and that's what it looks like right now. And that's it's straight line.
Oh God, my car's left. Hold on.
Stay safe.
I'm sorry, I've got to sell. I've got to get covered.
Yeah, he's seeing damage being done to the best western roof. And so
All right. Sounds like Jason got out of his car. All right, you just saw there, the lights have gone out there in the Best Western parking lot. They've lost power as they are seeing these winds, Jeff, possibly up to near 90 miles per hour or higher. This is a dangerous storm. This severe thunderstorm continues. It's now moving. This is south sides of Bowie. And Jason was on 287. You can see his car is shaking there. He left, and we appreciated him getting safe. He's gone inside to make sure that he is remaining safe.
Gatorade Zero Powders, the #1 proven electrolyte blend with zero sugar. Is it in you?
Hi, my name is Ryan Mason, and I'm the owner of Industrial Assortments located in Springfield, Ohio.
Wrapping rain curtain straight southwest of us.
Really something.
we continue our coverage on our first alert weather day. JD Miles in Bowie tonight, where severe storms hit just a few hours ago. The continuation of what unfolded in Jacksboro. Cleanup there underway at this hour. JD, despite the damage that we've heard about, and I saw your Twitter feed, it almost still appears that.
Now we know that the National Weather Service says at least 2 tornadoes hit Montague County. William Joy is live in Bowie. William, give us an idea of exactly what you're seeing there right now.
Hey, Chris, the debris that you see all around me and behind me is actually from a house and barn that was across the street. The tornado here had a very defined path, maybe 50, 100 yards wide, but everything in that is gone. Still, the word that I kept hearing over and over today from people I talked to was thankful. In the moments after a storm, it's tough not to be overwhelmed by what's lost.
A barn, an awning, a bunch of trailers, our RV.
When Brooke Hunter stepped out of the storm shelter, she found all of that lifted, tossed, and scattered.
I was in total shock. Pretty sure I just stood there.
But her focus wasn't on what's lost.
I found what I was looking for.
In fields across the street, she recovered her son's spare belt buckle.
This is what my kids do. This is what they love to do.
He just won first place for a grand champion swine named Ham.
We did just find some photos.
That's 73 different EF1 tornadoes passed right through Montague County, including the one that passed right here, just east of Bowie.
There's some you go. All right.
Sunset, and then even up to Bowie. If you live in Bowie, at the very least, you should be expecting some large hail potential. There's the hail pool right there, that area purple. That could be up to the size of golf balls as it lifts to the northeast. As we look at our velocity tool there in northeastern.
There we go. I'll do a new one. March. So y'all was gonna take off the first video.
All right, looks like we're up. My apologies. The home internet went out. I had to set up a hotspot to do this. Give me just a second to get the Facebook going, and we will proceed. I'm David Reimer with the Texas Storm Chasers. We are beginning what's going to be an active severe weather day, which is appropriate for the home internet to go out at exactly the point I needed to begin live coverage. So my apologies. Not happy about it. Technology hates me, but you know, you can only do what you can do. So I'm just getting everything set up real quick to get going. And then we'll get this show on the road.
They've had evidence of 2 more tornadoes in the Metroplex. And I want to start with those. Both of them were EF0s. The first one they found, one was in Euless, the other was in Benbrook. So here's the information we know. We know there was a brief touchdown of an EF0 on Monday at 6:10 with winds of 85 miles per hour. That one was in Euless. The other they found evidence of was in Benbrook, also in Tarrant County, EF0 with winds of 85 miles per hour. So that makes 12 total tornado touchdowns in North Texas from Monday's out.
Outbreak.
Get on Depop and save on your favorite brands. Find great deals on different styles.
We need you to be in a safe place. It's going to be lowest floor, center room, away from windows. Put as many walls between you and the outside as possible. Hard sole shoes would be a good idea. So again, this storm has a history of producing a tornado in the last 10 minutes northeast and east of the city of Jacksboro. You can see there's that latest velocity scan that just came in. Now, real quick, let's go make sure we're not missing anything. We've got other storms, but we're focusing on the tornado storm, which poses the greatest threat to life and property. We've got the storms west of the city of San Angelo. This storm passing southeast of Sterling. Road 509 coming up on County Road 615. That's going to be Highway 67 west of the city of Venus. Latest scan, it just turned north, and I pray that's not a debris ball, because this is a highly populated residential area. If I recall correctly, this is trailers, and I pray this is not a debris ball. I mean, the good thing is we don't have a giant blue donut, which would indicate tornado debris. So hopefully, by some chance, this isn't a tornado that's down, but it's just, you know, a lot of straight line wind. I'll be honest. Look, radar's indicating winds 90 miles an hour. We're like 5 miles from the radar site. I believe that 100%. We have 90 to 100 mile an hour winds ongoing in the rear flank downdraft near County Road 509 near Gina Lane, County Road 607 northwest of the city of Venus. If that's a tornado, not good. If that's damaging straight line winds, not good. I've been out here before. When I worked as a freelance videographer, I did a lot of fire work back in 2011 with the wildfires. I was out here nearly every week. There's a lot of trailers out here. Folks, you cannot stay in a trailer during a tornado. You got to get out of the way if in that case. You're better off being in a ditch than being in a trailer in a tornado. trailer get launched halfway to Shreveport, even if it's a weak tornado. Switch back over to the how hard it's raining mode. You can see clear cut hook echo. And again, this is moving more east right now, it looks like. Those of you in the city of Midlothian, y'all need to be in a shelter. This thing's heading y'all's way. It's either going to pass between Midlothian and Venus, or it's going to make a beeline closer to Midlothian over the next 20 minutes. So again, those of you in Midlothian, Venus, south of Mansfield, by chance you know anybody out there, give them a call, shoot them a text, give them a call, tell them, hey, there's a tornado, it's down. A lot of folks don't watch TV these days or pay attention to the radio. We know a lot of folks watch streaming services. If you're watching this right now, you're watching a streaming service. Give them a call, make sure they know what's going on. Again, this is the only tornado warning we have. We've got a severe storm warning in northern Dallas County. That storm looks a lot weaker. The potential for some quarter-size hail and localized flooding. Storms in northeast Texas have generally weakened. Let me go ahead and I'll quickly look at this thunderstorm in northeast Texas. It's severe warning coming up on 82, Detroit and Clarksville. Potential for 60-mile-an-hour wind gusts, maybe quarter-size hail. We're going to have to focus on the life-threatening issue, which is this tornado that's been down at least intermittently over the last 15 minutes from Joshua Point's east. You can see this thing's wound up tight on its hips behind. Ooh-wee. Benefit of having a radar up the street. You've heard me complain a lot about how sometimes we're looking 8,000 feet above the ground. We're not looking 8,000 feet above the ground. We're looking 500 feet. Pretty much looking at the upper end of what a tornado would be. So again, this is an area very highly populated with trailers and mobile homes. You cannot be in those during a tornado. I don't care if it's a week. Feet above the ground. We're not looking at 8,000 feet above the ground. We're looking at 500 feet. Pretty much looking at the upper end of what a tornado would be. So again, this is an area very highly populated with trailers and mobile homes. You cannot be in those during a tornado. I don't care if it's a weak tornado. We're going to have big problems if there's a tornado down hidden.
We're gonna look at the square with you.
But it's not good. Again, this is a life-threatening situation for those of you north of the city of Venus. If we don't have a tornado down, it doesn't matter. We've got straight-line winds probably approaching 100 miles an hour. That is enough to loft mobile homes halfway to Shreveport. It doesn't matter if the winds are spinning or if they're just blowing sideways. Y'all got to be in a safe place, and that is not a trailer. That is not a mobile home. Those of you in the city of Midlothian, this is heading your way. This is moving more east than southeast. So this increases the danger to the city of Midlothian, where a tornado warning is in effect. So, you want to know what to do? Okay, no worries. Lowest floor, center room, away from windows. Put as many walls between you and the outside as possible. If this tornado remains on track, it'll be approaching the city of Midlothian in 10 minutes. That's 11:18 p.m. or sooner. You can't be in a trailer. You can't be in a mobile home. We don't want you in vehicles either. I tell you not to hide under a highway overpass, but I think there's only one overpass you can hide on in 67 between 287 and Venus.
And Venus.
And again, this thing continues to show indications it's producing a tornado. It may have just done a handoff. Let me show you what I mean. I'm going to go a little nerdy here, but bear with me. Circulation number one, still seeing winds probably 100 miles an hour over a highly densely populated area with trailers. This might be a new tornado developing, leading edge of the hook. Tornado number one, back in the rain. Uno. Tornado number two. Dos. That's how a cyclic handoff works in tornadic supercells, and I think that is exactly what we've just had happen. So let me be completely clear here. Even if we don't have a tornado down, this is capable of producing straight line winds of 100 miles an hour. That will do a lot of damage. So those of you in Venus, those of you in the city of Midlothian, y'all need to be in shelter. has produced at least one tornado over the last 20 minutes. Looks like a pretty strong indication we've got another one forming now just north of Venus. And this would be making a beeline towards the city of Midlothian in northwestern Ellis County. Those of you in Midlothian, I would call to action. If you know anyone in the city of Midlothian, call them, tell them to get to shelter. Tornadoes less than 10 minutes away. A lot of folks watch streaming services these days, don't necessarily know what's going on, which is fine. You're watching a streaming service right now.
There's a big rotation.
Okay, we're going to have a new tornado warning. This tornado warning is going to include the cities of Midlothian, Venus, Waxahachie, Red Oak, Pecan Hill. Does not include Ennis. So again, it's 11:10 now on the 4th of April. A new tornado warning. This is going to run until 11:45 p.m. Tornado likely down about 2 miles northeast of the city of Venus, moving east-southeast at about 50 miles an hour. This thing's flying now. This thing's accelerated considerably. I'm going to turn off that and that. So again, if we have a tornado down, probably about 2 to 3 miles down northeast, the city of Venus, moving towards the city of Midlothian. This new tornado warning that runs until
Okay. Who's gonna be first to go shower? You? What time is it? It's 7:20. Take a commercial break because I got shower first, and we'll resume back to TV.
On Qantas, there's magic above the clouds. Welcome to Australia in the sky.
until the break off, and we'll continue back. Now let's kick off. God. No. Why would you leave the I'm gonna say that I got kicked out. You don't have to say it. No, I think I say, mm-hmm. Mineral oils. Oh.
Saludos, saludos, por favor.
Once the storm's leave, it's going to get windy no matter what. Extended include all of Benton County. That's going to be for winds up around 60 miles per hour winds, and it's possible that they could even be stronger as they move into things outside, but right now, the worst of it is Easter over to Weatherford and Springtown, and the core of it is so it does have the point of it. Sideways rain, you could have some quarter to maybe half-hour hail with that. We have some airport approaching 6:15, Dallas 6:30, 7 o'clock. Fairly south, north, south line. For the next 1 to 2 hours. Watch out for straight line winds. We still have the potential for brief development. With this, maybe not everybody along this line, but certainly looking at the stronger storm within the line. This is a large picture. Guys, tell me where I'm looking.
Así nomás. Gracias.
Willow Park.
¿Cómo?
This is near Oviedo, and you can see the darker clouds coming on in. That is going to be that stronger batch of wind, and the road you see there, that is I-20. And it's within this area that we have had, or do have the detectable wind gusts of especially the northern side of Parker County. That's going to be coming on into Tarrant County. We're in communication with the National Weather Service, and they say there is the potential that in their warning that they're going to issue for Tarrant County, they could be coming for as high as 30 miles per hour.
¿Cómo llora? Así nomás.
Los petroleros del Bravo.
Some of the friends are saying that they all guys quit listening to Insta. No, just wait over. We still listen to Insta. No, we didn't quit. They say that it's just we forget. What is that? No. Dime traicionar. Yo no eres diferente. Tengo lengua miedo. No, what is this? Okay. No. Aquí nomás, aquí nomás. Muchísimas gracias. Aquí en Baja. Oh, no. How is it? Here we go. Hang on.
All right, I'm Texas Storm Chaser David Reimer, 2:48 on the 13th of December 2022. Let's assume technology's working. We're going to make sure of that by popping the screen on. Make sure audio is working in the chat.
What is it? Let's go, Jamal Gordon.
Okay, I guess it works. That is good. Do all that, so that was enjoyable. All right, we'll continue these videos and we'll have tornado warnings effect across East Texas. So let's go ahead and dive down to it.
What is it? Oh, no, secret. Oh, no. You think you got it, huh? Yeah?
No, I think something
Your
said
mic is on.
I'm Eager.
Huh?
I'm Eager, Texas, bro. I'm in Johnson County, bro.
Make sure to put on the.
Oh. Yeah. Some people say that y'all stopped singing in NCR.
No, we didn't. It's good. No, we still sing, but we just only sing like 2 or 3 songs. It's only 4 or 5.
Not all of
Or
them.
maybe 10 songs of them.
But not all of them. But not all of them?
No, not all of them.
Oh.
Well, not likely all of them.
Hi, I'm Joshua, General Manager of 5-Star Ford in North Richland Hills. For the month of May, we are offering exclusively
The small college town of Blue Ridge, 3 square miles of it was hit by a lightning tornado based on the path left behind. A lot of structural damage, large tree damage. The Blue Ridge High School sports field was torn up a bit, but all of the students had to move into the brand new gymnasium that the superintendent says was built to withstand an EF5 tornado. No injuries at the school, one adult with minor injuries from the Blue Ridge. Plus, there will be register outreach around lots of talk about it.
Yeah, we do. Thankful that no one injured there in Blue Ridge. So let's talk about what the National Weather Service now has to do over the next 24 to 48 hours. They've already surveyed damage in Wise County and at least some in Tarrant County. So those are the areas where they can confirm some tornadoes. We mentioned the EF2 in the Wise, no official ratings yet, but 3 confirmed in Tarrant. They've also confirmed one west of Paris, and they've been able to do that through video and eyewitness accounts. There are several more possible. We mentioned Blue Ridge, another near Leonard, one into Cook County, another in Tarrant County, Parker, as well as Hood, and down into Eastwood. So there are still a lot of areas for these folks to survey, and they're going to do that in the coming days. So as we get the new information, we'll be able to.
We're going to talk about.
Looks like it'll get the full word somewhere around
7:45, 8 o'clock this morning. Maybe it's running an hour later. So we're looking at 8 to maybe 10 o'clock through the Metroplex. So everything going to be going through the Metroplex pretty much in rush hour. Although if you have a chance to leave right now, I probably would, only because as we look into the Dallas and Fort Worth area, right now there's not a ton going on. You can see over the last hour, we've had just a little bit of rain out here. So let's look at the two warnings that we have in effect and the ones that are most significant. And I'm going to turn this, I'm going to stop the radar for a second and then put this more towards the range where we can see where the strongest part of the storm is. But you're seeing the very heavy rain over by Willow Park and Aledo. That is out ahead of the storm. That has nothing to do with the tornadic part of the storm. What we're looking at, the tornadic part, has weakened in the last several frames. I like to see that. It doesn't give me a ton of comfort, but this storm in itself, we'll take this back 30 minutes. And you can see when we go back.
Así que esta mañana empezaron las redadas masivas aquí en el estado de Norte. Un dron MQ-9 de Estados Unidos sobrevoló.
Why does everybody thinks I'm normal? Why do you think that? Why people said that we don't understand the thing?
Disney's Lilo and Stitch. See the all-new movie. Rated PG.
For nearly 50 years, Harbor Freight has been a reliable source for the widest variety of tools at affordable prices.
Go back 30 minutes, right about there as it was over 281. It not only was stronger, it did have debris signatures with it. Basically, we can see particles in the atmosphere that are not rain or hail. It was definitely debris with this. So that was a tornado, and it kind of moved up I-20. But as you track this through I-20, what you notice, you'll notice it with me, this thing is certainly spinning. It's still spinning.
That's so scary, the storm damage to Sam's Club and also neighboring business. This was along Highway 114 or 121. Grapevine Mills Mall closed today for the damage, but it will reopen tomorrow. There's also damage to homes in Wise County. That's where emergency managers confirmed a tornado in the area of Decatur. But we haven't been told of any life-threatening injuries at any of these locations, so we want to go to Fox Sports' Alex Boyer first tonight. Alex, what do you think?
Hey guys, you know, we're off of the state Highway 114, and behind me here is Mustang Elite Car Wash. It got hit pretty hard, and right now crews are working to clean up a lot of the debris that was done to one of their service bays. And we got a chance to drive around Grapevine today, and other businesses were hit pretty hard too. Oh my gosh. Periban found himself in the path of an apparent tornado coming through the city of Grapevine Tuesday morning. Once the severe weather came, the damage was evident. An employee of Discount Tire located on State Highway 114 access road captured the chaotic aftermath. A couple of employees were injured from flying debris. Around the corner from the auto shop, this gang smelled to the hit. Christina Clark rode out the storm in an RV in the parking lot.
And we started seeing debris flying everywhere, and we didn't see the actual semi take off. We heard the boom, we seen the light flash, and that's when we started getting a little worried about it.
A Fox 4 viewer shared this photo showing the damage done to the store. The roof was ripped off.
When we first got here, we started going to make sure that the collapsed areas, there's nobody in there, and making sure that the people were evacuated safely.
2 car washes located across the street also suffered some damage. The service bay was shredded.
It was just like craziness.
And that's the window that blew out.
Yeah, that's the window that blew out, and we had a Christmas tree.
Natasha Thompson owns Waffle Way. She and her daughter were inside the restaurant along with one customer when heavy winds tore through.
Our side door swung open, and then The next thing I know, he's yelling at us to take cover. I'd say the whole experience lasted about 30 seconds from us running to get back there and then it ending.
Across the street, another restaurant under construction suffered minor damage. The owner determined to open next month as planned.
Need help with moving, storage, or both? Introducing Capsule Portable Storage Containers.
Well, guess what? Right now, you are looking from the CBS News Texas chopper right over the Sam's Club in Grapevine. This is for the soft reopening, which kicked off at the top of the hour. Now, if you don't know, the store's been closed down since the tornado tore through that very area 2 years ago. We've got our Dawn White live in Grapevine. A lot of people excited about this, but this is really about some brand new cutting edge technology, Dawn.
Today marks 1 year since 16 tornadoes tore through North Texas.
Well, guess what? Right now, you are looking from the CBS News Texas chopper right over the Sam's Club in Grapevine. This is for the soft reopening, which kicked off at the top of the hour. Now, happening now, there's a landmark milestone in the recovery of Grapevine after the city was ravaged by a tornado in 2022. Today, the gas station at the Sam's Club that was heavily damaged in the storm will reopen.
Everybody, welcome to another video today. My name is Chris, and today we have something unusual to talk about, something we typically would not talk about on this channel. That's right, the Sam's Club in Grapevine, Texas will not be reopening after tornado damage. So, if you can get this freaking ad out of here. A Sam's Club store in Grapevine is permanently closing after it was badly damaged in a tornado last year. The company officials said the Sam's Club is located at Ara East Woods Avenue and Texas 114. It was among the several buildings that was damaged in this tornado that was hit in December. 5 people were injured in the storm, including the Grapevine Mall, Walmart, and Discount Tire Genesis. Sam's Club has been closed since the stores, and the company confirmed on Wednesday that the store would not be reopened. After careful consideration and through damage assessment, we have made the difficult business decision to close our Grapevine, Texas location that incurred extensive damage during the storm last December. Sam's Club officials said the decision aligns with long-term growth strategy for our company. When the storm hit, air conditioning units were ripped off the roof and all was filled away, all while the employees are inside. And the air conditioning units are flying through the air and then landing on the car. It's just amazing. So yeah, this is an interesting business decision, but I get it. I mean, you can look at the extensive damage. I mean, they could, but is Sam's Club really a valuable piece of Walmart's business, or is Walmart better to invest? Because look, this is the problem with a lot of these Sam's Clubs, is they share the same parking lot as a Walmart. So are they better off investing in a Sam's Club where they don't get a lot of business, or do they invest in Walmart where they're actually getting the business? So at the end of the day, obviously the Walmart Corporation is going to pick Walmart over Sam's Club. It's not to say that there's anything wrong with Sam's Club, but they're not going to pick a piece of their business that's not as strong, and that is saying a lot, because Sam's Club tries to be like what Costco is, and it's not even close. I mean, it is a step up from BJ's, but it's a step down from Costco. It's like right in the middle. It's basically Walmart's version of a Costco. To put that in perspective. And this is a shame, because this actually looks like
Inquietos de Lucía. One.
Unlike cage-free hens that rarely set foot outside, now these free-range eggs come from hens that roam outdoors in the fresh air and sunshine. Because chickens were born to run free. And so are you. Nellie's free range. Life's better out here.
She's one of the darkest girls in Raleigh.
It's a night that will never be forgotten.
Like Martin, remember to be of 2015 visit the day after Christmas. Another untold. Everybody all right? When is the airport getting the trucks over I-30?
Was it fine?
Okay. Hear it? Don't hear it.
Oh, yeah. Look at that. Yes. Tornado down. South of Tulsa.
Yo! No, 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 no. Oye, no, si el video está grabando.
Yep. That's good. At least get a view of this thing. Big multi-vortex just south of Solar, Texas.
All right. Put it in the stream. All right, guys, we'll end the stream, so we'll see you all tomorrow.